Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Doc Report. Welcome back to Doc TV. Hell, just welcome back to everything I've done that I haven't done in the past few months. But welcome back, people. It's your boy Doc right here coming at you all. I got a lot to explain to you all in this one video, so y'all bear with me. But I haven't done the video in a minute. I was just looking at my before I started doing this video, I was looking at my YouTube just to make sure, when was the last video I did. And the last video I did was a little promo for when I went to the Brandy concert back in November when she had her concert here in VA. And I did a little promo for it, so get you all to come out to the concert and everything like that. So I haven't done anything in a long time, because at that time when I did the video, that was November 12th, I believe. At that time I was doing FNL radio and focusing on art school by Doc, which I'm gonna get into in a little bit. But people, first I just want to say I always start every video off with this, and I like this little techno geek look that I got going on right now. Y'all can see like the screen in my lens and everything like that. But yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's been a minute since I've talked to you all, interacted with you all. A lot has been going on. If y'all see on the Doc Report, the Doc Report is back, by the way. So you all go to the docreport.blog.com and you can check out all of the new news and music news, new videos, new music, all that good stuff that you're used to me doing and providing for you all. But when I said life got in the way, life got in the way, most definitely, for real, for real. So let me just start off by saying thank you all to everybody. I always start off with every video that I have. If I haven't done the video in a long time, I always start off saying this, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I thank you all for still riding with me for as long as you all have. Thank you all for, you all been still asking about the Doc Report. You all have still been asking about FNL Radio, Doc TV. You all are still watching the old episodes of Doc TV, the old website, the Doc Report, looking at all the old stories and stuff like that, and still commenting on those sites, and still listening to the old FNL Radio episodes. So I appreciate it, even though I'm not, my time management skills, they're getting a little better now, but, it kind of hinders me from doing the things that I really want to do, because I try to make time for this, try to make time for that, try to do this, that, and the other, and sometimes I neglect you all from the music news and everything from the Doc Report. I neglect you all from listening to my craziness on FNL Radio alongside some of my co-hosts and everything. So a lot of that's going to change this year, though. I promise you that. Well, I'm not going to make no promises. Let me not say that. I'm not going to pinky promise or nothing like that. I'm not going to promise yet. But I have some stuff coming up, though, so I'm going to let you all know about that. But first off, life got in the way. Let's just say that. Ever since November. But let me tell you all this. You all noticed, like, I want to say last spring, I really started taking a step back. Well, last spring, last summer, kind of started taking a step back from the Doc Report. I took a step back from FNL. I haven't done an FNL radio in like a year when I brought the show back. But, well, almost a year. But I brought the show back in October-ish, September, October. And it wasn't with your usual suspects. It was always me, Chris, and Yoshi. But I didn't bring it back with them because, our schedules, life goes on. Our schedules get a little crazy. And so I brought one of my other friends along on the ride, Kevin. Shout out to Kevin Jr. He rocked with me for a while, and we did the episodes and everything like that. And we changed it. I changed the format of it too. I did it a 30-minute episode every night. So it wasn't just on Friday nights anymore. It was an episode every night, every weeknight, which was good because instead of us cramming all the stories into one episode on a Friday night, we were able to do it every weeknight. So that was a good look. But when I started doing that, I started focusing on art school and stuff like that. So I wasn't doing the Doc Report as much as I wanted to. And the last Doc Report story I did was in July. And that was when Jennifer Lopez was doing her Greatest Hits album. So I put the track listing up for that. So that was the last story I did of the Doc Report when I look back at it. And I was like, okay, I wanted to bring the Doc Report back, but I was trying to do too much, starting graduating and then starting grad school and working and deciding what's my next move and stuff like that. So I let all of that get in the way, and then also I was putting myself before someone else, basically. I'm just going to put it like that. I was putting myself before someone else so that they can follow their dreams. But I kind of wasn't so supportive. And that's another topic for another video about relationships and stuff like that. I'm going to talk about that in another video, but not this one, though. This is just another introduction video, just me. So I'm going to talk about that in another video soon. But I did that. And then around that time, too, right around last summer, I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease. If those that don't know about that, that's like your colon, your intestine, and stuff like that. I have inflammatory in my intestines, something like that. I'm not. They call me doc, but I'm and I wanted to be a doctor growing up, but sometimes medical terminology kind of gets me sometimes. So it's not coming to exactly what it was, but it was something serious, but I didn't take it serious enough. Because I had to change my diet and stuff like that, and I didn't do that. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm still young. I'm only, at the time I was 22, so I was like, I'm 22. This won't affect me that much. Where was I in for a rude awakening? December. I had just came back from Philly, Thanksgiving break, the end of November. And I came back here to VA, started working again, taking classes as normal, and like December 7th, I went to work. I was feeling a little lightheaded. Wasn't feeling good. So, I sat down, in the back of the break room at my job and everything like that. And I was just, something wasn't right. But me being the person that I am, I don't let people know how I'm feeling. I'm not one of those people that put a smile on no matter what. That's why they call me Smiley at work. That's why my customers call me Smiley. They always see me smile. Sometimes the smile goes away depending on the situation, but they always call me Smiley because I'm always smiling. I'm always happy. I'm always in a good mood. But something just wasn't right, and I knew for myself that I didn't want to go to the doctor. Kind of want to make it seem as serious as it was, but it was a lot. So then December 8th, my co-manager was like, you need to go to the hospital, go to the doctor or something. So I went to the urgent care. They were like, you're dehydrated. Like your kidneys aren't functioning right now, basically. Like there's nothing going on right now. So I had to go to the hospital, and that's when it all began. Stomach virus, and this was when the stomach flu was like real serious last winter. If y'all know what I'm talking about, like that strain of virus, the flu, whatever, was real heavy back last winter. So dealing with that, and then the Crohn's disease got worse, and then returned to asthma, and then renal failure, not renal failure, but acute renal failure, something like that. Going to the hospital every time. Got the hospital Christmas Eve. Well, the day before Christmas Eve. And I couldn't eat anything. And like I had something going on with my throat or something where I couldn't swallow. And I couldn't eat anything, or I couldn't take medicine to help me get better. So I had to go back to the hospital again the day after Christmas. And I spent Christmas that whole time back in the hospital. My immune system wasn't right. Wasn't getting enough fluids because I couldn't drink anything. Because even if I drank something, it would come right back up. It was a lot going on at that time. Even, I think the saddest part that hit me though was, and I live on my own, but when you're sick and you're in the hospital, it's kind of that feeling of, my family, they came to visit me and everything like that, and they stayed as long as they could, and I understand they had to go to work and everything like that, my parents and, my sister and stuff like that, but it was hard every night when they had to leave, and I had to be in the hospital on my own, and the worst part that hit me too was when I had to spend New Year's Day in the hospital. That was the worst feeling, because it was like usually I had all these plans ready for New Year's Eve, I was about to do this and that, and it was the worst feeling when you had to stay in the hospital on New Year's Eve, when I had to bring in 2013 in the hospital bed. And even still that time, I couldn't really eat anything. I was on what they call a soft diet, where I can only eat chicken broth, um, and just drink a lot of water because I couldn't get fluids in my system. And and then what got worse too, I couldn't even walk at that time too. Like my legs started hurting real bad, and I think it was from me laying in the hospital beds for too long or laying in bed too long. But my legs were starting to hurt real bad. My feet were starting to hurt real bad. They were swelling. Nobody could understand what was going on until back in February when I went to another doctor, to my new primary physician. He was like, and he's an Italian dude, and he's real straight up, and that's why I like him a lot. So shout out to Dr. Forrester. But he pinpointed, he was like, you have a blood clot. So I went to the hospital and got an X-ray on that, and it was a real serious blood clot. And if I waited any longer, it would have been a real situation. So I was put on blood thinners. I had to take all these different type of medicines, and luckily now I'm just down to one medicine. It's like a vitamin that I had to keep taking just to keep going. But other than that, I'm good now. So I'm back to my weight now. I was so skinny too. I looked like a corpse. Like, I'm not even going to front with y'all. I cried at one point because I was like, I look dead. Like, if you looked at me, I looked dead. And shout out to some of the people that came to visit me too. But there were some people, some of my friends, some of my family, I didn't even want to see me because I was like, I don't look the same. You know, y'all see my fat face right now. My face was like sunk in. So I didn't want no one to see because I couldn't eat. I couldn't digest anything. So, and that all went to waste. And then I had complications from the surgery and stuff. So it was a lot going on. So and I prayed every night, anointed my body and everything. So praise God too, because the power of prayer is real strong. And I always had faith in God and everything like that. So with, me having faith and having a strong praying family and everything like that, I got back together. And, I'm happy to be here talking to you all right now because I was scared. So, and when I turned 23, I cried tears of joy when I turned 23 on April 2nd, because I was like, you know what? I'm just glad to be blessed here for another year, because a couple of months ago it wasn't looking good. So I'm happy to be back now, healthy for you all. And even during that time too, I started art school and I did my first shirts. Let me show you off the shirt real quick. This was one of the first tees from the art school line. This is the Stars collection. So I'm gonna start reselling those again too, real soon, along with some other designs. But I'm just happy to be back though. I'm happy to be back here with you all, rocking with you all, and the Doc Report is back, people. So I'm back to business, and you'll be seeing a lot more of me now. So y'all keep it here, and I just thank you all for the love and support. All you all praying and asking questions, where I've been, and shout out to Imprint too. I was supposed to do this real nice interview with Imprint too on FNL Radio, and I couldn't even do that because I got sick and the schedule. It was a lot, but I'm just happy to be here though, and thank you all for understanding and being here for me. And I will be. FNL Radio is taking a little hiatus right now. I'm trying to refigure that out right now, but I am back to the Doc Report, and I am back to doing some Doc TV videos. So thank you all for riding with me, and I'm back. So thank you all. Peace.